Hi everybody, this is XYZ, and today is a very special edition because we have queens from all over Ghana right here on the show. And ladies, I bet you're going to spill the beans. Are you ready? Cheers to that. Cheers, cheers. Cheers everybody. Okay, so I have my own reasons for joining beauty pageants. Well, I started with Miss Malaika auditions in 2014 and 2015. I wasn't selected. Very sad. Binta, I want to be in your shoes. Well, I joined Miss Universe. I auditioned for Miss Universe in 2018. And fortunately, I was selected to be part of the top 16. Go you. Unfortunately, I was evicted the last day to finals. And it was a day to my birthday. Sorry. You know that feeling when all the girls come around and they're like, oh, don't worry, tomorrow. Like, people should just go away.
I know what that feels like.
But then I wanted to give it a shot again. So in 2019, I auditioned for Miss Ghana. And it was very big for me because as kids growing up, we always wanted to be Miss Ghana 1999. Yeah. You know how we played and then, we acted out Miss Ghana. I wanted to be Miss Ghana 1999, contestant number 2. Fortunately, I was contestant number 2, and it was Miss Ghana 2019.
Wow. Okay, there's a 9 in there.
Yeah, exactly. So it was very big for me when I got selected to be part of the top 20. I decided to work very hard. And it was a roller coaster ride, not very smooth, not very rough. I had my own fun experiences, my own down moments, but then it all worked together. I mean, it all came together for my own good. So that was my experience. I mean, that was why I auditioned for Miss Ghana. And then I got in. I want to know yours. Ayele, tell us, how did it happen?
Okay. I represented Greater Accra during the Ghana's Most Beautiful 2017. Why GMB? Growing up, I wouldn't say a bit, I had low self-esteem because most people used to tell me I looked like a boy, as a tomboy. I always played with boys. So I felt I wasn't beautiful enough. That was there. Okay. So friends told me to try GMB when the time came and I was skeptical. So I went like, I got 3 people to sponsor my forms and I got on. I went without makeup. I had to do some powder and all that on that very day. So already in my mind, we are giving this a shot. If it goes well, fine. If it doesn't, fine. So I literally didn't tell very close friends. I got into a fight afterwards, but it's fine. So yes, I went for GMB. And you know, GMB is big, okay? It's a regional something. And I went for the Accra audition, so you can imagine. Small but mighty, as they call me. I went for this audition. I went to meet like very pretty ladies, makeup on point, just like I have now. And thank you. I was a bit skeptical, so I had my moment. Okay, I had to talk to a few people, ask a few questions to see if I was really ready for it. But at the end, I gave it a shot, and then I went through the first audition, second, third, and I was like, okay. That was when I had to tell my dad. My mom knew, so she gave me her blessing. But later I had to tell my dad, okay, this is it. I'm, auditioning for this particular thing and it's a regional something. So I need few tips here and there. I started asking questions and then I got a bit of like the blasting that the Ghanaian parents would give. But at the end he helped and then I pulled through and I represented Greater Accra. So yeah. What about you?
Well, I think I decided to do pageantry because I wanted to challenge myself. The very first pageant I was in was on campus, Pentecost University. I contested for Face of PUC, and I realized that a lot of people saw something in me that I didn't see. I know I had that confidence and everything, but I didn't have the edge to go in for it. So a couple of friends spoke to me and they're like, Maria, you have the drive, you are determined, you speak well. I think you should go for it. I was very, very scared, but I decided to audition for it and God being so good, I came out second runner-up. So it gave me that confidence to actually contest for other pageants. So I think I went for Miss Commonwealth, I went for Miss Echo.
Wow.
I made it through Malika, the hashtag stage, and now I'm Miss Gospel Africa 2021.
Wow.
It wasn't easy, and I think at some point I almost gave up on pageantry because I experienced so much. Like, I keep going. I'm doing my best, and you don't know what they're looking out for.
I feel very dumb.
So when I almost gave up, Miss Gospel Africa came through. Yes. I wasn't even present for the finale because it's an international pageant and I had to travel to Nigeria. But I got a job around that time, so they didn't give me permission to travel. So I had to do everything online. And I didn't even know I was going to win. But that's one thing about God. You have to keep pushing. You should never give up. You should never give up, because if I had given up, I wouldn't have come this far. So all praise to God. Let's hear yours.
All praise to God.
I think I did the same thing. I started from school. That was Miss GCUC. That was my first pageant. And it didn't go out well because I was the only girl who came. I'm saying, I'm not going to show my hair, I'm not going to show legs, and people are wanting to see all that. Yeah. So from there, I tried Miss Malika the first time. That was in 2017, the hashtag. Yeah. And I made it through, but auditions, I tried again 2018. Then I made it, I think, to finishing school. Yes, and that was it. So the third time, that was just 2021. I was like, okay, 3 times is a charm, let me try again. And besides, I told myself, I was born on 3rd July, so why not? Let me try again. So I tried the 3rd time, and here I am, 2nd runner-up.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Wow.
So
wow.
yeah,
They all started with where it started from.
Yes.
I just want to chip this in.
Yes.
Do.
I was in GIG and I won. No, I wasn't the crown queen, but I was 2nd runner-up for Miss Communicator. So,
nice.
yeah, let me give them some credit.
So it looks like we've all been there and we've done that.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's give it up for ourselves. I mean,
we've done well.
I want to share some of my best moments and my worst moments as a pageant girl in Miss Ghana, because that is my very recent title. So my best moments would be bonding with people from all over Ghana, with girls from all over Ghana, you know. People are coming from different homes, different backgrounds, different trainings, you know. And so you understand. Yeah, but then the beauty of all of that is you get to have lifelong sisters. Sisters you can call on, sisters you can invite to programs, sisters you can have for life.
Yes.
And another experience I will forever cherish is the Jungle Warfare School. I had some military training for a week, so I can shoot.
Wow. Whoa.
Look at this, I can shoot. I can shoot a rifle. Like,
I hope you didn't bring a gun.
no. I'm clean. I'm clean. I'm really clean. Yeah, we went to the Achiasi Warfare school where military men are taken for training before they pass out to become soldiers in Ghana. We stayed there for a week, undergoing discipline training, teamwork. I mean, it was crazy. Wow. Waking up very early in the morning, going to bed very late. You know how girls are very soft and sweet and want to look nice all the time. There was nothing like looking nice, you know. We were all in cornrow braids to the back. We had soldiers calling us gentlemen instead of ladies.
Wow.
Yeah, and another experience that I loved at the warfare school was the part that we saw grilled snake. What? Ooh, ladies, it's delicious. Forgive me if my mom is watching, she'll call me a witch. I understand. Yeah, it tastes like chicken. Like chicken with a lot of spice. I'll show you the picture afterwards. So yeah, I had some very great experiences.
Okay, that's nice. For me, I think the memorable part was every week, because every week we were given different tasks, like from task to task, and every time you are learning something and you are still bonding with the ladies. So like every week we did the fierce factor. Oh God. I think I was lucky I was paired up with ladies who were really, really fierce, because I was like the weakest link in the group, but I had to be blending in, but still, you know, teamwork. So we worked together, and but when we got to the final stage where we had to be like each one for himself, God for us, so I went out the first round. But I mean, that side was very nice, and the trip, the excursions, we went to Boti Falls. We actually went out a lot. The fun night, you could see ladies rapping, you could see ladies dancing, the TikTok moves and all. I mean, it was lovely. I mean, I wouldn't trade that for anything in the world.
So for me, I would say that it was the new experiences I had. Like, I didn't know how to swim initially, but then when I think Miss Echo were taken through that training, and sometimes you would have to work on your speech. You would have to be in the pool, and then as soon as you come out, you start. So I was learning new things day in, day out. We went on trips. I think that was the first time I went to Rock City. It was a nice experience. And yes, like meeting the girls, interacting with them at a faraway place, chilling, all of that. It was fun. We also, usually we went to garage, like to chill, and every Saturday evening.
Like in a crowd. You ladies really chill.
So it was nice. It was fun. Yeah, I learned a lot. I met a lot of people.
I would say GMB was edutaining. Why am I saying this? It was educative and educating and entertaining as well. So you get sad today, the next morning you're happy because you brush it off and then you move on. Right from the word go, okay, GMB was challenging. You write your own scripts, you meet new people, you know, like girls more than 11 living under the same roof, you know, the drama and all. But I met friends, I met sisters, and there are people that I could call today that if it wasn't because of GMB, I wouldn't have known them. So yeah, we had fun moments. We went to AMPM, we had trips to Volta Serene, we went to Bojo Beach. See, it's a fun-packed list. Okay?
Chillin is your middle name.
Maybe you can say that because I was really enjoying my time there until the unfortunate incident. Yeah, GMB is not like a child's play. It's a competition. So one must win and some would have to go home. So yeah, my painful exit was partially like my memorable moments because I didn't know I was loved to that extent. Yeah, like I was going home, but I really felt like I was still with them. My sister queens shed tears. They gave me their words. Like even on the eviction party, I still felt like I was with them. So that's bonding part alone. Okay, was it for me? Like that was it for me. The sisterhood that I got from GMB.
I think we can all agree that sisterhood is something that really
very
stays in during pageantry. You meet sisters, you
completely.
bond. Friends that will last forever.
Okay, so queens, okay. You've said all the nice things, all the things that you would want your production house to hear. Okay?
It's time to spill the beans.
Yeah, let's just spill the tea. I mean, was it all rosy for you ladies? Because honestly, it wasn't. There were days that I cried myself to sleep. There were days that I really wanted to pack my bags the next day, even before eviction. Okay, because it was tough. Okay, from the beginning, you didn't know what you were signing up for. In your mind, okay, it's all glitz and glamour, like what you see on TV. I'm going to be on TV. I'm going to win the 3Cs, the car, the cash, and the crown. And, you know, I'll be in traffic and people will be like, oh, that's the girl. Goddess was beautiful. But yeah, here lies the case. It's not
So rosy.
Yeah, it's not all rosy. Okay, there are days that people talk back at you in the house and you go like, okay, had it not been GMB, would somebody stand in front of me and then say this? There are days that like your scripts writing will not go well. You go on stage and then you just go blank. There were days like that. So it wasn't all fun. We had our moments. Yeah. So I don't know about you girls. We were housed for like weeks, okay? No phones, no internet, no hard. TV. We were like with TV3, but we couldn't watch TV3. Wow. Yeah, that's how bad it was. Whoa. So yeah, so like no phones, no TV, no internet. It got boring at a point, but we had each other. Just that Soon
That was really sad.
Yeah, you'll be sad at the point. I don't know, maybe yours was all glitz and glamour because you were going to and coming back.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Miss Malaika was a bit like yours. I mean, we were house, but we still had our phones. So for that part, we could, but the TV wasn't bad. I mean, we still had our phones and we could still communicate with the outside world. But aside that, every time you are given a task, and winning the task means no eviction for you. So it's like you want to win the task. And you are always trying to, and it's not as if you'll be given time to prepare for a long time. Like 2 days to prepare for the task.
Wow.
So it's a short period and you're supposed to come and nail it. For example, the media task. We were given the briefing today. Tomorrow next, you're supposed to come and shoot. And it wasn't easy. We were given 3 days. You come, you say your scripts. No one is going to tell you. You're supposed to advertise their product. No one is telling you what you're supposed to say. And you don't know how you're supposed to go about it. So you have to sell it the way you want to sell it, advertise it, be the influencer they need. So you come and you sell it and you have 3 takes. So 1, 2, 3. If you mess it up, you've messed it up and you're out.
Wow.
Yeah. So we were always on our feet trying to make sure we have it good. We are doing well. The photo shoot task, it was fun, but you always want to look good and you want to capture people. You want to make sure that the viewers feel like, okay, we like her picture, so she should win the photogenic. So you win the title, you not be big. Especially for me. I mean, I was up audition, I think 3 or 4 times.
Whoa.
So that alone is like every time you have a task, I'm like, not again. I know my voting is not good, so I have to kill myself and make sure I nail every task. So my luck, from what I think I was always maybe close to winning the task, or I win. I think I won 1 task, 1 or 2. I don't remember. But I'm always close to winning, so I think that helped me, but it wasn't easy. And you have to wake up early. You have to.
You're not used to that.
Well,
Nobody likes that.
No one
Winning
loves task. Winning task doesn't necessarily mean you would still be in the game.
As if you win the task.
If you win, you're awarded that night and you can still go home that night.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. If you know, for us, if you know your vote is not strong, kill the task and you are safe.
Yeah,
Wow,
so
that-
always go
at
hand
least you
in
have-
hand.
you have options.
Always go hand
But
in
there's
hand.
always one winner, and every time one person is going home, like 1 or 2 people are going home. So there is no guarantee that you win the task.
Okay, my heart is already beating because I feel like I'm there and it's happening.
I think for me, being in a pageant, it went way beyond the tasks we were given. At a point, it became depressing. Like, I remember there was one pageant I was in, and most of the girls, like, we were getting ready for the finale and we were housed, and we weren't getting the motivation we needed. Like, you have to come and rehearse for your whatever you're going to do that night, and you are doing your thing, you are working on your talent, and then they'll call you, you're not doing well, what are you, like, we weren't getting that motivation. So at a point it was very, very depressing. And even beyond that, we are talking about some of the things that go on in pageantry. Someone can be assigned to train you, and the person will try and make advances towards you. Like, that happens. It happens a lot. Like, with my eye, like, we experience a lot of things. And if you go into pageantry and you are not strong enough, like, you're not bold, you don't have that confidence, like, you get drained in it. So before you go into pageantry, you have to...
The harassment?
Like, imagine you are going into pageantry, you really want to win, and you are not someone who is, and someone is saying, okay, I'll give you the crown, or I'll let you, if you, so you have to know who you are and have a stance before you enter. Because if you don't know yourself, it's not always as rosy as it is. Like, you don't always come out feeling, pageant, I went. Sometimes it can affect you negatively.
So it's actually true. People actually do that.
I don't disagree with what she's saying, okay? But I think I'll comment with you on this. Before you get into the house, okay, you sign a contract.
Okay.
They give you what you should do, what you shouldn't do. Mind you, a security personnel, or let's say the security man at the gate, can make you go home because of your actions.
Wow.
So yeah, you as the delegate, okay, you also, if you don't stand for anything, you fall for anything. I don't know if you get me, but yes, people will make advances, but it depends on you, the delegate. If you really want to stand for what you went in there to win. You went for the crown. So aim at it. If you don't win it and you are close, you know you did your part. Okay. So if you fall prey to these ones, even in production, then what if you come out? Because you meet the big fishes when you come out.
I think I'll also commend the Malaika team for that, because, for example, when we go out and maybe someone from like an outsider tries to talk to us, like the organizers and the producers will come and tell us, move. It's like they are guarding us,
there are
protecting
rules.
us. There are
Exactly.
rules. And most of like the team, I mean, most of them were ladies, so it's like you can actually relate with them.
Girl
Sometimes
power.
they give us words of encouragement. Oh, you can do it. I know, like you can do it. Like they motivate you. So, yes, exactly.
Yes,
So for
yes.
that, I think
They did
Malaika
it.
Well, for me, my biggest challenge was whatever pageant I went, I was the shortest. You know, I realized that was my problem. So I decided there is a criteria given for auditions. You need to be 5'8" and above. You need to be bold. You need to be confident. You need to be those things. Yes. So I realized that I was lagging in height. Yeah.
Okay.
So I decided to equip myself in the other categories.
Sure.
So I decided to read. Yeah, I tell people, ask me any question from archaeology to theology, I will answer. It's like that. Yeah, I believe in myself that much. So that was my biggest challenge, height. You know, when you're taking photos and then they push you into the middle, you know, because you're the shortest and then it looks like an act. You are just there like that. Because everyone is wearing 6 inches, you're wearing 6'2", but then it's not working. Another thing for me was getting people to vote. Yeah, it is not very easy, it is not very easy to get people to buy into what you do or what you are doing. And in an era where there is this whole perception about beauty pageants, especially in Ghana, and about the brand I was in at the time, it was so difficult. Because I remember years back, like I mentioned earlier, 1999, we used to see Miss Ghana all over the TV. It was like a whole big show where our parents actually sits us close to our TV sets to watch ladies perform, intelligent girls display. Yeah. A pageant that people actually paid to go and watch at the National Theatre was really big. Okay. But then I don't want to use the word unfortunate, to be in an era where it had been reduced to something very small, and then not a lot of people were hearing about it. I mean, I don't want to use the word dying out again, but yes, I was in a year. It wasn't a year that the pageant seemed to be dying out. So if you tell people you're contesting for Miss Ghana, they're like, "Hey, now Miss Ghana, that's who."
That question. That's what somebody will tell you.
Yeah. And they had heard a lot of myths surrounding the whole pageant, so people were asking questions. Until you were TV band, so what channel? And I didn't even know what channel to tell them because it wasn't on TV, it was on social media.
But were the myths true?
We will come
I
to
heard
that.
a lot.
Oh yes,
let's go to it.
Let's finish the myths.
I mean, were they
Well,
true?
myths. Earlier, Yeli, you mentioned that there was a contract for you right at the beginning of GM.
Yeah.
I read law, so I'm very keen on details. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't the best in contract class, but I know. Yeah, so there was a contract we were 20 finalists. There was a contract for all 20 of us. Okay. Contracts we all went through. I mean, our parents were invited over. Terms and conditions were discussed. So yeah.
This laughter.
Is it mischievous?
Yes.
I'll try to be nice. So right after the crowning, when I came, I was in the top 3. The contracts were given back to us. But in contracts, okay, there are mostly two parties to a contract. Okay. The offeror and offeree. You are offering something.
I think you are taking us to
I'm accepting something.
to the law firms already.
And if there is frustration, the contract ends. Or if there is breach on one party's side, it means the other party cannot fulfill his or her obligations. Yeah. That is how it works. I realized that after the crowning, the obligations the brand had towards me were being breached or breached.
Okay.
Okay.
So they didn't fulfill what they promised.
Yes, mostly. My monthly stipends didn't come. I never asked for them. I was
Why didn't you
supposed to.
ask?
Exactly. Why didn't you?
I'll come to that. Because promises were made. Oh, Ebeba. I mean, this was somewhere new, a new queen in town, and then Ebeba. I had patience. I have a lot of patience. So yeah, monthly stipends were not paid. Generally, welfare. I remember a few weeks after our crowning, there was a whole social media blow about Miss Ghana. A photo captured by one TV station, I won't mention its name, and then posted on Twitter. And then comments were like, are these the most beautiful girls in Ghana? I don't know if you remember that story.
Yeah, I think I do.
It was disheartening.
Yeah.
You remember?
I remember.
My
Sorry
phone
about
kept
that,
buzzing
but
and buzzing, calls here and there. You still when you feel like, hey, see melanin popping. You come to tell me
Exactly.
You know, it was welfare in general wasn't there. Because as queens, I'm sure your transportation is taken care of.
Come again with that.
Transportation.
Okay.
Well,
maybe
that is right.
No, but we are giving like
Monthly stipends.
no.
You were given a cash prize.
Yeah, a cash
For me,
prize.
there was no cash prize. Sis, out of 8 awards, I won 5. Miss SMS, I won Beauty with a Purpose. I won so many awards. I got nothing for it.
Oh wow.
There was no
It
cash
is
prize.
The cash prize, yeah.
There was no cash prize. The cash prize was going to be reduced to monthly stipends.
What?
Yes, but then I never got anything like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so my welfare in general, I had to cater for my own transportation, cater for my own fuel. This is a car that had been given to me, and I was supposed to buy my own fuel. And in a day, we could go like 6 destinations, go to like 6 different destinations.
Okay, Tico.
Cheese, eat for Ketsiko. I remember once we went to, the office is at Manette Spintex. We were at Spintex, we drove to Pantine, from Pantine to Laboni, from Laboni to Tema, back to Spintex. I live at Pokwase.
I'm
You have to
itching. I
drive-
really want to know why you didn't ask.
Exactly, why didn't
for-
you ask?
yeah.
It was going to come.
Because even as evictees
It was
from
going to
GMB,
come.
we are given cash prizes.
And sis, you know,
Okay,
there is
so
a limit.
I want to know.
There is a limit to what every individual can take. I mean, we all have our elastic limits. At a point, we break, and when we break, it is crazy. So at a point, I told the person in charge that, I'm not doing this again. Take whatever thing you gave to me. Let me take whatever thing I gave to you. I am leaving. And I remember I had to defer my course for a year. I'm like, no, I'm
Were you stripped of the
underfunded.
title?
I wasn't stripped. I returned,
Everything.
yes, everything.
So
And
you
I'm
are
not
no
doing it again.
more in their books.
Well,
you are no more
I
the
won't
queen.
say, no, it can't be in their books. I always say that the title was earned. It wasn't honored. So it is mine. Forever
Okay,
Miss
but-
Ghana 2019, first runner-up.
Thank you.
But do you think beauty pageant, is an avenue to exploit young ladies? Like, do you think it's a form of business people do now? Because I've heard stories like that. Like,
You've heard stories.
yes.
Do you have any?
And some of the pageants I've been in, the people who won were not rewarded whatever they were supposed to be given. The pageants I did in Ghana, I never won any. My current crown is an international crown. Okay. But there was a pageant I was in, and the lady who won was promised, like, we'll give you money, we'll give you this, we'll give you that, and then they don't give it to her. And then sometimes they are telling the other contestants, maybe you have money or you have a career, like, if you can bring this amount of money, we'll give the crown to you.
Whoa.
So you realize that sometimes it's not even about your capability or who you are. It's about the money.
Yeah. No, it's
I'm not going to
painful.
not
I think
all.
it's relative.
Yes, relative,
yes,
not all
it's my
pageants.
career,
Yeah.
but
But some of the pageants.
We had what's the name? The reunion dinner where all of us had our prizes given to us.
Okay.
And our Dubai trip, so it's like everything will be
in
promised.
place.
So
So
everything.
some of
I'll
the
say
pageants, not
same
all,
for GMB,
all of
okay,
the pageants.
'cause maybe I'm yet to hear that somebody was promised this and didn't get it.
Exactly.
I'm yet to hear that. But with the exploitation part, I think it's a 50-50 thing.
Okay.
Some people would like to use that, you know, I'm bringing girls together, and then men would like to have girls around. So there are some people who organize the pageants for that purpose. Okay. So if you allow yourself, okay, if you allow yourself,
I think that's
then
It all boils down to the individual.
The
And you know,
individual.
some
If you
girls
allow
actually enter pageants because they see it as an avenue where they can get big men coming at them.
it's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Like pageantry itself is, you meet,
Exactly.
as I said earlier, you meet the big fishes. I won't lie.
Of course, you're
We
exposed.
go outside Accra, we see all this big, we have chiefs coming around. They've seen nice girls. Some would like to act nice. Sometimes you exchange contacts. The aftermath is between you and whoever
the
you met.
individual.
Okay, but yeah.
But
So-
I mean, if it's between two consenting adults, there shouldn't be a problem. It's you
you
and
think
whoever
so?
you're dealing with.
You think so?
It's you, and once you don't involve the brand you are with, that is
But
your problem.
you-
It affects
yes.
us, 'cause
People are not
contesting.
seeing.
let's say you're a crown queen, okay?
If people are not seeing, that is your problem. Really.
People-
That is my
No.
opinion. No,
Let's
that's
say
really
you're
my
crown queen.
opinion.
Let's say you're a crown queen and someone meets you with your big fish, okay?
Exactly.
In a very bad arena.
That is
okay?
because you allow
Because
people
you are
to
a role
see.
model. Like
Really,
once
you can't hide everything you do.
I mean, there
under
are
the
things we
sun.
do that we hide that people haven't seen, right?
No, but I mean, it's like now you are a brand.
Yes,
you
so
are
your
carrying
face is
a
out
whole
there.
brand.
Well,
You've
well,
been
my
on
point
TV
is, my point
severally.
is, you should be mindful what you do in public.
Sure,
All those
I
things can
agree.
be done behind closed doors. Once it's not in the public glare, that is.
I could tell you've done stuff.
No. please.
hey,
Because the way
My pastor is watching.
no, but it all boils
Okay.
down to the ladies.
Yeah,
themselves.
the individual.
Yeah,
So,
your own-
see, nicely said, after all said and done, okay,
Yeah.
what would you tell the young lady out there? I want to be queen, I want to be Miss Malika, I want to be on TV. Like, what are you going to tell that that young gun that has asked you, Auntie, I want to be like you, I want to be on TV3, I want to be on Malika. What will be your words of encouragement or discouragement to the person?
Okay. For me, you don't need a particular platform to be great.
okay.
You don't necessarily need a pageant to show the world what you have got. In your own small corner, you can do things that will come into the limelight sooner or later. Have this in mind. You don't need a pageant platform to be great. You can be great anywhere at any time. Also, listen, read, and learn. When you listen, you hear. When you read, you gain knowledge. When you learn, it will help you. We hear lots of things about beauty pageants. Well, I won't deny the fact that I heard a lot of things about the beauty pageant that I went to. I heard all of them. But do you know what my mistake was? I thought I could be the difference. I am the liberal feminist. I could stand for women. Whatever it is they are bringing to my table, I will reject it because I am the table. That was my mistake. Bad
think
people
you
will
still
always be
are.
bad people. You
You
understand?
stood for what you deserve, so yeah.
Exactly. I thought I could be the change, but unfortunately, I realized that no, I was rolling in murky waters. I had to come out. Please read, listen what people say, investigate about it before you enter these pageants. It's not all glitz and glamour.
Yeah.
Sometimes you cry.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't feel like getting out of bed. Sometimes you don't want to apply makeup because you are breaking out. We had the painful demise of
Miss Universe.
Yes, Christy Kylie. You know, she just committed suicide. It was a case of suicide. Depression. It's possible. Please, 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 please. In your small corner, be bright.
Okay, so for me, what I would say is everyone has a reason for doing something. Know your purpose and know why you are doing what you want to do. If you feel you are entering beauty pageant because, okay, it's pretty, I'm looking good, my dear, don't try it. But if you know you want to use it to do something or you know why you want to do it, then you can do it. I did it because I wanted to push the narrative that I don't have to strip or look a certain way.
And you're doing it well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't have to look a certain way or do something that is out of my comfort zone before I could get to where I want to. I wanted to make sure that my sisters out there would also be like, okay, she's wearing the hijab. She's doing this. Okay, then I can wear the hijab and be an engineer. I can wear the hijab and be a pilot. So it's not just about me doing it because I want to look pretty on camera. No, that's also part. But the main thing is I want to push the narrative that you can still be a hijabi and you can still look your way. Even if you don't want to be a hijabi, but you can still be you in your own skin and still prove a point to the world that yes, I can still make it. I mean, beauty beyond my physical appearance. So
very true.
If that's what your purpose is, then fine, you can go ahead and do it. And please research before you join. Just like
very necessary.
She said, like, I mean, you really have to research. You don't have to just jump on any pageant that comes out and
pay attention to details.
Thank you. And promises you so many lovely stuff. Know what you want and go for it.
Yeah. Okay, so what I have to say is it's basically know yourself, know who you are, know what you stand for, so you don't get carried away, because a lot of things go in there. Sometimes you go in there, you meet new people, you meet friends, and if you don't know yourself, you can just blend in things that you are not used to. So know yourself so that you don't get carried away. Yeah.
Okay, so they've all said what you need to hear. But what I would say is pageantry, I won't say yes or no to you being a part, okay? But the decision is yours. The decision is entirely yours. Make the decision, speak to friends, your family, pray about it, and then you need to know the reason why you are getting into it, okay? It's not all rosy. You need money to be in pageants. I won't lie. They'll promise you money, but you need to bring something to the table, especially GMB. So you need sponsors. Not sponsors as in maybe you should go and get a Donko by force to sponsor you, but like, I'm talking money. Shmoney, okay? So you need the money, you need the votes, you need the, team. Like somebody to help you build that support system before you get on there. Because trust me, if you go as, I'm a solo person, I'm pretty, I'm intelligent, I can do this. You can't, my sister, you can't. So yeah, I wouldn't say I'm discouraging you, but if you look at yourself and you can't stand the test of time when it comes to being in a competition, sis. I'll speak down here because I'm Mayele. Can't try.
I also think that it boils down to preparation.
Yeah,
prepare yourself well. I prepared for years before going for Men's Stamina, and it worked.
Exactly.
So prepare yourself well.
Yeah. Okay, so in your next life, okay, if you are to go for like beauty pageants or someone tells you about it, would you say yes? Would you buy into the idea of pageantry? Would you do it?
Yes.
Okay.
I will do it again. This time better.
I'll do it. 100%.
I think I will do it.
You won't. It's a yes for me because of the opportunity
that
I get, and then
Okay, so let's
the exposure. Thank you TV3 by the way. Shout out to you.
Okay,
let's drink to that.
Let's cheers to that. I mean,